Nikola Tesla, the genius behind the electric revolution. The storm raged outside, lightning slicing through the sky like the very currents he had spent his life trying to tame. Nikola Tesla sat alone in his dimly lit New York hotel room, the glow of a single lamp casting long shadows on the walls. The world had moved on, celebrating others while forgetting the man who had once dreamed of illuminating the future. Tesla had given everything, his mind, his health, his fortune, all in pursuit of a vision too grand for his time. He had stood against the titans of industry, refusing to bend to greed. He had dreamed of free energy, a world where electricity flowed through the air, touching every home, every life, without cost. But the world wasn't ready. They called him a madman, dismissed his ideas, and left him to fade into obscurity. He closed his eyes and remembered his past, his mother's hands weaving delicate patterns, the flicker of candlelight in their small Serbian home. As a boy, he had dreamt of harnessing nature's power. Later, standing before Niagara Falls, he turned that dream into reality when the first hydroelectric plant roared to life. He had seen the future before anyone else, but the world had chosen a different path. His mind drifted to the battles he had fought, the war of currents, his victory over Edison, the rise and fall of Wardenclyffe Tower. He had envisioned a world without wires, where information and power could be transmitted through the air. But funding vanished, and his tower, his dream, was torn down. That wound never healed. He thought of the nights spent in his lab, the crackling energy around him like a symphony. He remembered Mark Twain's laughter, standing on a high-voltage platform, amazed by Tesla's coil. In those moments, he had felt he was touching the divine, reaching beyond what others dared to imagine. But genius is a lonely road. His investors abandoned him. His patents were exploited by others, and his name slowly faded from history. In his final years, he lived in solitude, feeding pigeons in the park, speaking to them as if they were his last true friends. He had once said he loved one of them, a white pigeon with gray-tipped wings, and in her eyes, he saw a love purer than anything the world had ever given him. Tesla sighed, his breath shallow, his body weak. He had lived long enough to see his ideas stolen, his rivals grow wealthy, and his legacy ignored. Yet, in the silence of his room, he knew the truth. He had never worked for fame or money. He had worked for the dream. And dreams, like energy, never truly die. Outside, another bolt of lightning split the sky, illuminating the city that ran on his genius. Somewhere, in the hum of every motor, in the glow of every light bulb, in the unseen forces that powered the modern world, Nikola Tesla still lived.